Lions counter with Veal, Singleton, Greenwood, Currington, and Charleston. Veal's been a good one. This group still trying to find.
That's something he has to take out of his game. The Lions at 1-3, looking for their second victory on the year. And he's going to be a big reason why, if they get it, has to take care of the ball.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. That's a nice move, tight to the baseline by Currington, the redshirt senior. Mintaner, 2 for his last 9, but that's a good start. And like a shooter, and you know all about this, maybe just seeing one go in will do wonders.
Only takes one.
Golden Flashes have the 5-2 lead, but that will be cut down to 1 as Currington gets on the board.
Shooting well from the three-point range, from the three-point line. There's no reason to keep throwing up shots. Get inside, get a good look like they do just there. And Jalen Walker, talking to Coach Senderoff, he actually said he thinks he's being a little too unselfish. Now, last year, Walker shot 39% from the field. This year, he's at 54%. So maybe not shooting as much, but getting much better looks.
That may have been deflected too, but it ends up working out for the Lions. And a bucket by Greenwood. 7-point game. De La Rosa been defended well, and that was intended for Johnson, but deflected away from him. Out of bounds. Kent State will keep it.
Take a look here at their last bucket. That's Greenwood, and I'm not sure that was a pass, but either way, that'll count for 2. Only down 7 here. Eddy Polanco, number 10 for the Lions. He comes off the bench, but as he knocks down the 3, I think he might be their best offensive player, shooting 50% from beyond the arc from the charity stripe.
Walker, I should say, De La Rosa kept it alive, but Johnson can't hit the 3. Ball still up for grabs. Still on the scoop, Polanco. Spin it up and in.
Polanco making me look good early. But look for him to move into the starting lineup as this season moves forward.
Cut that 10-point lead right down the middle into 5 points as the Lions have a takeaway. Veal on the run. Bounces to his right on a drive. Greenwood gets fouled by Greenwood.
Greenwood with some nice bloodlines. His cousin David Greenwood was the number 2 pick in the 1979 NBA draft, and his uncle Elsie Greenwood played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, so we know where he gets his athletic ability from.
This will figures it in, and Veal now, who has been quiet. 6.5 to play in the opening 20 minutes. Down to the baseline, Caps. Good move to the bucket.
Good move by Jordan Caps. For 5 to play.
Veal, that's a good move by him, and he gets a kind little roll.
Sure.
Veal got it down low, and Caps gets a much-needed field goal.
That's what Veal has to do. They're dribble down, continue to play through it, and there you go. Makes a nice move, puts the shoulder into the defender.
Per game or more. And they have, coming into tonight, 10 players who have made 6 field goals or more. So they've really spread it out as Veal adds a free throw.
More by committee. Jalen Walker will lead the way, but Kent's going to need a variety of different guys.
Playing Tuesday and Saturday, but as for right now, a demanding schedule for both sides. Avery lost it, and somebody alert the news.
Here, look to kick the ball out. 2 guys in the paint for Kent State. There's not going to be a lane there. Look for your teammates here.
Veal fouled, and that is not what Kent State head coach Rob Senderoff had in mind with the
call.
Free throw good, cutting into that.
Pretty quick, and as you saw there, very hard to stay in front of.
Got them both. 8-point game. Golden flag comes off to Veal.
Adonis De La Rosa's got to take that shot. He had a wide open jumper at the free throw line. Surprised he didn't pull the trigger.
Greenwood outside to Charleston, who rattles home the triple. And in a blink, Lions are within 5. So no open look near the basket. Greenwood has to stretch for that pass. Shot clock to 5 for Veal. It's a running start. And the floater is off the window and good.
We talked about in the opening, one of the keys to victory for Kent was to keep that man right there out of the paint. They couldn't there score. Morey's going to free up his teammates. Gonna have to do that here in this second half.
And one coming up on that good move by Veal.
There's Marlain Veal. This guy is a special kind of athlete. What I mean by that is, sure, he might be 5'8". When you're 5'8" and you can finish like that around the basket, that just tells you right there that man can play. It's to get to the cup, and he's been doing that here in the second half, and he's cut this game to a one-possession contest. The defender takes his focus off Walker just for a split second. He spins back to his left and knocks down the fadeaway jumper.
5 minutes into the second stanza, and the Kent State lead is 5. This is Veal getting checked by Frederick. We'll circle back out.
That's good defense by Frederick. Veal tries to split. The two defenders can't.
Over dueling, all of a sudden Veal is getting hot.
Oh my goodness, this young man Veal out of New Orleans, Louisiana, starting to feel himself. 14 points now in the ball game, and when that shot's falling, he's going to be tough to stop.
His first three makes it a 2-point game. Poked away, and the fight for the ball. It's run down by Singleton. He ties it. He was locked up with Walker near midcourt. Have gone by the board thanks to Marlain Veal finding it in the second half.
This kid has been special here in the second half. Undersized point guard, but don't tell him that. He can finish with either hand. You see him finish with the left here. And if he gets that three-point shot going, he's going to be tough.
Has been hit coming out of the break. De La Rosa, a find by Ridenauer, no, and Walker couldn't recycle the miss. Here comes Veal. Open, near side three, Polanco. Lions take the lead.
We said it at the break. Polanco needs to shoot more. He is
starting to find it for both sides. 7 minutes in. De La Rosa muscles his way through, but left it short.
Interesting to see here, Singleton taking the ball up, not Veal. Maybe going to run him off a few screens here, try to get him an open shot as they do just there, but well defended by Walker.
Trying to loose Peterson is Veal. Steps it back and hits again. And right now, Veal taking over has moved his team in front by one.
If I didn't know better, I would have thought that was Allen Iverson. Incredible move by the junior out of New Orleans. And again, nothing fancy about this. Just get the ball into your hands and create something on your own. Great crossover, and he's talking to Peterson after. You see again, right to left, step back, pure, nothing but net, and he is really feeling it here in this second half. Cannot afford to rest much here. They're down by 5, and he's been their go-to guy in the second half. He's got to continue that type of play.
Polanco misses the three, runs down his own rebound, and goes to short range instead and hits.
I love the pace of play he plays in. I thought for a second he might be concussed.
3-point game as we approach the 8-minute mark. Veal looked like he was going to lose the ball. They have a chance to tie on this possession as we go inside of 8 minutes. Open pathway for Charleston. He missed the stick, but got fouled.
Keith Charleston there trying to throw one down. A great ball fake. Almost caught Pippen on a poster. Not quite. But nonetheless, heading to the free.
Remaining in regulation. First attempts of the night for from the line. And he just does get it in there. Kent State basketball up a bucket.
And who's going to be the guy here for Kent? No Jalen Walker. Someone's going to have to step up in a bigger scoring role in these next couple minutes. And I'd look to Danny Pippen.
Avery's got it out front. Dueling, fakes. And lost, got it swatted away from behind by Currington. And a foul in the backcourt. Ridenauer.
Great anticipation from Ridenauer and gets rewarded on the offensive end.
Charleston with a good muscle move against Pippen scores.
Good move by Charleston.
6 minutes to go. It's a one-possession game. Dueling muscles his way in and puts it up, and that one spun out. Back up, no. Here come the Lions down 2.
That's a tough shot there if you're dueling. A tough angle along the baseline. Maybe kick that one out. It's a shot you live with if it's late in the shot clock. That wasn't the case there.
37% shooting night for the Golden Flashes, who averaged 94 points a game. And a block by Pippen, but the second attempt is good by Currington, and we're tied at 51.
This year, another block. He averages 3 per game. You see him there, slapped it off the glass, but Currington right there puts it back up, and again, the Lions at the free throw line with the chance to take the lead. The Southeast Louisiana Lions have come up with them.
And they lead it again. 1 point lead. The Golden Flashes being caught on an off shooting night. Here's a steal, and on the run is Veal. He will give the Lions their largest lead. And a timeout taken by Rob Senderoff as Veal has exploded for 16 points.
2 guard, and that's his job when he's playing that position. Knock down the shots when you're open.
Currington with an answer.
Currington, he's having himself a nice second half. Look for him to stay aggressive in these last 4 minutes.
He is 9 for 17. Veal through a double team. What a move by Marlain Veal. He's given the Lions a 2-point lead.
That was special. He just broke down and split 2 defenders and just rose above the rest. He's 5'8". Incredible move there by the junior.
Height doesn't measure heart here. Marlain Veal is 6 for 7 in the second half. He has been spectacular.
Only averaging 14 points on the year. Already has 20 here tonight, and he has earned every one of those points. Tough shots. He's got to the cup, finished with contact. He has done it all for this Lions team, and that's why they find themselves up by 2 with 3:36 to go in this ball game.
Is the man in the middle right now. Goes at Szabo. A lot of contact. Got away with maybe a walk as he tosses it out to the outside. Contested 3. That's wide. And the ball pulled down by Charleston. Here's Veal. And a foul is called on Szabo after the shot clock got reset. Perfect.
Pair.
It also cost Szabo his 4th personal foul. And the Lions, thanks to the amazing Marlain Veal and his 22 points. Walker out on the edge. Lost the ball and out of bounds. Trying to keep it alive is Currington. Kent State will have 9 to shoot in the second, and in the second half, 10 for 13, and they're back out in front by 2.
Been a great matchup between Veal and Walker, both now with 20 plus on the night.
Polanco got fouled and he hits! Peterson falling into the firing Eddy Polanco and a chance at a 4-point play.
Peterson committing the beyond the arc.
And a 4-point swing. Kent State, and it's going to be a 75-second drag race to the finish.
What more could you ask for, Ty?
Tied up at 64. Polanco untied.
He's got one of the best 3-point strokes I've seen in a while. That's an elevator screen. Comes up through 2 teammates, and they collapse after. No one left to defend, and he knocks down the 3.
Now
and Charleston with the block up ahead to Polanco, who smartly takes it back out. Want to run some offense and run that clock.
Polanco, no fear. 19.
He's not really a quiet 19. Just been continuing to stay hot from beyond the arc. Beautiful play there. And the Lions have really taken the lead of Veal here in the second half, and they've all raised their game. Confidence levels have grown in each one of them. Polanco, 7 of 9 from the field for 19 points, looking for 20 here.
1 for 1 already at the line. This is a 1-and-1. And the Golden Flashes, if he can finish this free throw, which he does. I think they have time for 2 anymore. Szabo will catch it. leaning in, thought he was fouled, and he bricked that badly off the glass.
Not the shot Rob Senderoff in the flashes we're looking for.
Now it's a 4-point game, and Kent State needs a miracle. Avery will fire off balance, and that's the ball game. Huge victory on the road for Southeastern Louisiana, and the Lions come into Kent State's Mack Center and steal one thanks to a 44-point second half. They shoot 15 of 27 in the second half.
Really shocking here what happened in this second half. Marlain Veal absolutely took over. He finished with 22. And Eddy Polanco, 7 of 9 from the field, 22 of his own. And the Lions steal a road victory here in Kent, improving to 2-3 on the season.
All right, for Tanner Kestora, I'm Ty Linder saying so long from the Mack Center, where the final score is 70-66. Southeastern Louisiana gets it done.